Watch what you're doing. There's the judge.
It's 1 o'clock.
How are you? Joe, hi Randy.
How you doing?
Good to see you, buddy.
Final poll if they can face this way, because nobody was here to
Oh.
last minute to get, so
I'll tell Doug to tell you.
if they can face it this way. No, I was just asking if you could do final poll this way for the webcast.
Down and then they go out that way. $100, I can do anything you want. $500, you can run it.
You can.
If I get a free ride out to the orange lot,
That'll cost you $1,000.
We would like to welcome everybody to the 2015 Brunswick New York State Fair Show. Again, you can get programs next to me here on the announcer's booth or in front of the superintendent's office on the picnic table. We have our spring pepper cats in the ring at this time. The only change to the show booklet is that number 1 is scratched.
Maybe we should take this down maybe to the back.
Within our Brown Swiss Open Class Show, we do have the junior Brown Swiss breeder or exhibitors, and what we will do is we will run their shows, with this open class. However, once everyone is placed, we ask that the juniors do take 2 or 3 steps forward for recognition, and I will try to announce the junior winners as well as the open class winners. When we get to our junior champion, senior champion, and grand champion, we will run the youth or the junior portion of the show separately. They will have their own championships, in other words, and then we will follow that with the open and then proceed to the next class or group class. During the exhibitors, you can bring your county herd exhibit sheets to me right up here at the announcer's booth. I'll try to take some time to get them tabulated so that I can announce the winner during the Brown Swiss show. Today we are privileged to have Steve Scott. He and his wife, Kendra, are here. And he's judging our show today. They have 2 children, Keaton and Kinley. They co-own and operate Top View Farm in Botkins, Ohio. They have 60 head of all breeds. Top View has exhibited numerous All-Americans in all of the breeds. Keith has had the privilege of judging across the country on national, state, and local levels. And we are privileged to have Keith here. Would you please give him a round of applause and welcome him to New York? Also, Leela Richards, if you want to just kind of wave to the crowd, Leela. She's our New York State Brown Swiss princess, and she is here to help us with the awards and handing out the ribbon. Her family farm has a 200-cow dairy in Eden, New York, where she is presently a senior in Eden High School. She plans to go to Cornell for egg business. Let's appreciate her and give her a round of applause for the help she's going to give us today. Our judge has made the first poll of the spring heifer calves. Can we please have the winter heifer calves on deck? Winter heifer calves on deck, please.
see that might be that technician calling.
Here's our judge with his reasons for the spring heifer calf class.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here in Syracuse today to judge your Brown Bush show. Really nice class of spring calves here to start our show. The first calf that comes right to the top for me, she's long, clean, tall, opened area, tracks out on a nice set of feet and legs. It's that front end that takes her over my second calf today. The second calf, a really stylish kind of calf when she comes out. Just like to lengthen her out and tighten her up in that shoulder to get to that top spot today. Second over third, just a little stronger in that shoulder right when you get him in line. The third calf, a high style kind of a calf. Just when you get her in line, she kind of breaks apart in that front end a little bit. Third over fourth, just more mass all the way through. The fourth calf, a really nice stylish calf. Just like to open her up in that rib, especially when you get behind her. She just like to make her wider all the way through. Fourth over fifth, just more calf right up through that front end. The fifth calf, a really pretty calf. Just like to give her a little more power to move her up into class. But a nice class of spring calves. Congratulations.
Terry Martin. Announce this vote.
That's fine.
First place in that class goes entry 9, owned by Michael Barton, Cutting Edge, JT Lil Dutch. Our second place winner goes to entry 10, owned by Alyssa Grocott, Autumn Moon Coaster Strudel. And our third place winner goes to entry 8, Ken Main and Peter Bale, Cutting Edge, G Valley. Our first place goes to entry 10, our first place junior, Alyssa Grocott, Autumn Moon Coaster Strudel. Our second place junior, our second place goes to Andrew Curtis, entry 14. And our third place junior goes to entry 6, Elizabeth Shepardstein. I will have the rest of those places for you in just a moment. Our winter heifer calves are coming into the ring. Winter heifer calves. For those of you taking placing, want to follow along, you can pick up show booklets next to me at the announcer's booth or on the table in front of the superintendent's office. I will be giving you the placings of each class, which I'm going to do at this time for the spring heifer calf class, times 41. Entry 1 was a scratch. Entry 2 was 10. Entry 3 was 6. Entry 4 was 7. Entry 5 was 13. Entry 6 was 8 and our third place junior. Entry 7 was 12. Entry 8 was our third place winner in the open. Entry 9 was first and first junior, owned by, entry 9 was our first place in the open show, owned by Michael Barton, Cutting Edge JP Little Death. Entry 10 was second in the open show and our first place junior, owned by Alyssa Groton, Autumn Moon Toaster Strudel. Entry 11 was 9th, 12 was 4th, 13 was 11th, and then at the top of the next page, 14 was 5th and our second place junior. our judges made the first pull for the winter heifer calves. Could we please have the fall heifer calves on deck? Fall heifer calves, we need to have you on deck. For our Guernsey show this morning, I wanted to announce the winners of the county herd. First place for the Capital District Guernsey breeders. They received first place, and second place was Finger Lake. Following the show, we will get the banners for you so that you can have your awards from them. So first, Capital District Guernsey breeders, and second went to Finger Lake. Again, we remind the juniors, once you get lined up, before the judge gives his reasons, please take 2 or 3 steps forward to be recognized. Here's Judge with his reasons for the winter heifer calf class.
Another really nice class for December calf here today. Starting class, not the biggest calf in the class for me, but for me the most correct on all the parts. Middle of January 20th, I think the young lady told me, but the calf is just this is my kind of calf. She's dairy, balanced, that open rib. She's not the biggest calf in the world, but she's she's the most correct for me today. It's that narrowness that takes her over our real stylish calf. Coming out in second. Really nice calf. Just like to clean her up in that bone and clean her up all the way through to take that top spot today. Second over third for me today. Just holds her loin a little nicer, especially when she's out on the move. The third calf, a calf just like the first calf, just doesn't hold that top quite as nice as the calf in front of her there. Third over fourth, just a cleaner calf all the way through. The fourth calf, a big growthy kind of a calf. Just like to clean her up through that head and neck and out through that thigh region to move her up a spot. Fourth over fifth, just on that front end, the heifer in fifth, a real pretty kind of a heifer. Just like to see her track a little straighter on those fronts when she's coming right at you. Fifth over sixth there, just holds her loin a little nicer, especially out on the move. The sixth heifer, I moved up there quite a bit. She gets in line, holds her top a lot nicer. You get her out on the move, she gets those pins up in the air. The next two heifers coming out, kind of the same kind of heifers, just need to strengthen them up over that top line today. But a nice class of calves.
First place goes to entry 16, owned by Abby Coolman, A. Joyce, E. Navana. Our second place winner goes to entry 25, owned by Jesse Hargrave, to Dublin Hills, TNBK Sangria. And our third place winner goes to entry 17, owned by Taylor Hill, Longview Brookings Idris. Our first place junior goes to entry 21, owned by Dylan Beasy, at Beasy Manor Seaman Posey. Second place junior goes to entry 23, owned by Logan Benito. And our third place junior to entry 24, owned by Ashton Beasy. I'll have the rest of those places for you in a moment. Our fall number calves are entering the ring at this time. On our Guernsey County Herd exhibit, we did have another late entry. My bad, I should have waited for it. It does change the placings a little bit. Second place goes to Northern New York, and third place goes to Finger Lakes. So that's Capital District Guernsey Breeders was first, Northern New York was second, and Finger Lakes was third. And again, we will pass out the banners after this show. I will give you your placing for class 42, starting with entry 15. Entry 15 was 11. 16 was our first place heifer, owned by Abby Coolman and AJ T. Nirvana. Entry 17 was our third place winner. 18 was 6. 19 was 13. 20 was 8. 21 was fourth, and our first place junior, owned by Dylan Beasy. 22 was seventh. 23 was ninth, and our second place junior. 24 was 10th, and our third place junior. 25 was our second place winner, owned by Nancy Hargrave. 26 was fifth. And if you flip the page, at the top, 27 was 12th. Fall heifer calves are in the ring at this time.
Attention exhibitors, the Iceman is here in front of the superintendent's office. The Iceman is here in front of the superintendent's office.
Hey, she actually sort of set herself up a little bit, but no, she's like, can't come to her. She had a heavy
is 1:45. Our judge is making his first pull in the fall heifer calf class. We need to have summer yearling heifers average size. Summer yearling heifers, let's have them on deck. Our classes will start getting slower as we go into the higher aged animals. So we're going to get to the point where we have to have the next class waiting while the ones in there being judged. But right now we need the summer yearling heifers on deck.
Attention exhibitors, the Iceman has returned. Attention exhibitors, the Iceman has returned in front of the superintendent's office.
Here's our judge with his placing for the fall heifer calf.
Well, another great class of calves, top to bottom here. Took me a little while to sort them out, but once I got them up in there, I kind of liked how I had them. This first heifer, maybe not handling the best today, but when you analyze this heifer, she's the complete package for me today. She's so open and deep in that rib. It shows me that dairy strength I like to see, and when you get behind her, that rump is awesome. That's what takes her over my second heifer today, just on that rump structure, the openness of the rib. The second heifer, a really pretty kind of a heifer coming out. Just like to drop a little more rib to her, widen her out in those pins to take that top spot. Second over third just shows me more middle today. The third heifer, a high style kind of a heifer. Just like to open her up in that rear rib today to move her up a spot or two. Third over fourth, just a longer heifer from end to end. The fourth heifer, a really pretty heifer from the side. Just like to lengthen her out a rib to move her up a spot or two. Fourth over fifth, just on that balance over that top line and more correct through that thorough placement. The fifth heifer, a great big stylish heifer, just like to strengthen her up, change the way the neck comes out of her shoulder there, change her thorough to move her up any. Fifth over six, just the way she tracks out on those front legs. This sixth heifer there, a really pretty side profile heifer. But you get in front of her, she gets a little narrow through that front end, but a really nice class of fall calves all the way down.
First place in our fall heifer calf class goes to entry 41, owned by Tucker True. That's Cutting Edge TC Whoopi. She was also our first place junior. Second place goes to entry 40, owned by Ken Main and Peter Vale. Cutting Edge W. Gussie. And our third place winner and second place junior, owned by Ken Main and Peter Vale, is Cutting Edge B. Fauna. That's entry 33. And our third place junior is entry 28, owned by Leanna Ilardi. Truly super bad. Summer yearling heifers are in the ring at this time. I'll have those placings for fall heifer calves in just a moment. There are no changes to the program.
do like a durable shit. Oh, like, oh, it's looking adorable. We're ripping for it. Yeah, yeah, we'll focus on it. You want to change your mind again, Terry?
Your placings in class 43 fall heifer calf, I'll give those to you now. Starting with 28, she was 7th, and she ended up being our 2nd place junior. Hilardi Liana with Truly Team Superbass was our 2nd place junior. 29 was 16, 30 was 8, 31 was 10, 32 was 12, 33 was our 3rd place winner, owned by Ken Main and Peter Bale. 34 was 4th, 35, 17, 36 was 5th, 37, 8th, 38 was 13, turn the page. At the top, entry 39 was 14. 40 was our 2nd place winner, owned by Ken Main and Peter Bale. Entry 41 was 1st, our 1st junior, owned by Tucker True, cutting STP Whoopi. 42 was 9th, 43, 11th, and 44 was 6th. Our summer yearlings are in the class, in the ring at this time. Our judge is making his first poll in the summer yearling heifer class. Could we please have spring yearling heifers at ringside? Spring yearling heifers, please bring your animals to the ring.
Yep.
Here's our judge with his placing for the summer yearling heifer.
A really nice class of summer yearlings here. Starting your class with heifer, she's just a high style heifer, really pretty, balanced, dairy, open rib. It tracks on a nice set of feet and legs. She goes over the heifer in second just on that openness and drops to that rear rib today. The second heifer, another really pretty stylish heifer. Just not enough for rear rib for me today to take her to the top spot. Second over third just holds her top a lot nicer, especially out on the move. The third heifer, really stylish heifer. Just when you get her out on the move, she likes to get that tail head up in the air, and that's what's got her to third today. Third over fourth, just cleaner all the way through. Tracks out much nicer on those rear feet and legs. The fourth heifer, a really nice brain heifer. Just like to change the way she moves out on those feet and legs today. Fourth over fifth, just more heifer all the way through. The fifth heifer, another really stylish heifer. Just not quite enough horsepower to get her up a spot or two today. Congratulations.
Our first place in the summer yearling heifer goes to entry 47, owned by John Partridge and Leo. Reading the wrong line. Entry 48, owned by Abby Coolman, A. Joy, Bred, Brown Royale. And second place winner goes to entry 52, owned by Sarah Holder, Arizona, Bred, Shanty. Our third place winner goes to entry 49, owned by Penman and Petervale, Cabinet P.C. College. Our first place junior was owned by Sarah Culver, entry 52. Second place junior goes to entry 51, owned by Kayla Gully, then Classic Creek was Harper. And our third place junior goes to entry 45, owned by Judith Smithland, Blue Heaven, Jack First.
Oh yeah, that makes
For
sense.
those of you keeping your places, well, first up, I'd say the spring yearling heifers, class 45 are in the ring. There are no changes to your program. Your placing in class 44, the summer yearling heifer. Entry 45 was 7th and our third place junior. 46 was 8th. 47 was 6th. 48 was our first place winner, owned by Abby Coolman. That's A. Joy Bred from Royal. 49 was third. 50 was fourth. 51 was fifth and our second place junior. 52 was second and our first place junior, owned by Sarah Pulver. That's Arizona, Bred, Shanty. That's your class. Our judge is making his first pull in the spring yearling heifer class. Could we have our winter yearling heifers on deck, please? Winter yearling heifers, let's come to ringside.
It's not even
It's 2:15.
Really nice class of spring yearlings here. Starting at heifer coming out here first. Just a longer made heifer all the way through. She's cleaner about that head and neck today than our second heifer. The second heifer, another really stylish kind of heifer, maybe just like to widen her out in those fins and clean her up in that head and neck to take that top spot. Second over third, just more heifer all the way through. She's longer from end to end. Hit a little higher at the front end. The third heifer, a really stylish kind of a heifer. Just like to lengthen her out and open her up in that frame to move her up the spotter too. Third over fourth, just on that mobility today. The fourth heifer, a really high style kind of a heifer. Just like to see her flex those hocks a little more in the rear when you get right behind her. And I like to open her up in that rib. Fourth over fifth, just more heifer all the way through. The fifth heifer, a really balanced kind of a heifer. Just like to clean her up through that thigh region to move her up in the spotter too.
Our winner in this last class, the spring yearling heifers, goes to entry 57. Owned by Ken Main and Peter Vale, that's Cutting Edge Beef Sunny. Our second place goes to entry 58. Owned by One True Hill, TNDR, Yearling. And our third place winner goes to entry 60, owned by Justin Whitney, that's Whitman, DS, Profile. In our junior division, first place junior goes to entry 55, owned by Mary Hot, Julie, Danny, Tamara Santy. Our second place junior portion goes to 56, owned by Sarah Bred, Julie Gold Santy. And our third place junior entry 53, Haley Harris with Bush Lady and Bella. Class 46, our winter yearlings are in the ring. Very small class, there's only 3 in here. So we'll have to have our deck, please. In your winter yearling heifer, 64 is a scratch. Entry 64, it has a scratch. In class 45, you're placing. Entry 53 was 8th and 3rd junior. 54 was 6th. 55 was 5th and our first place junior owned by Merrick Cox. 56 was 7th and our second place junior. 57 was 1st, owned by Ken Main and Peter Bale, Cutting Edge B. Sunny. 58 was our second place winner, owned by One True Hill. 59 was 4th, and 60 was 3rd. Fall yearling heifers, let's get them to the ring, please. Here's our judge with his placings for the winter yearling heifer.
This is three animals here, your winner yearling class. But heifer that comes right to the top of me. She's long, clean, open ribbed and dairy, track power, nice set of feet and legs. This veterinariness up through that head and neck that takes her over our second heifer. Second heifer, a nice balanced heifer. You admire the openness of the rib the heifer has, just like to clean her up to move her up to the spot today. Second over third, just on that openness of rib. Third heifer is a really nice mate kind of a heifer, just like to open her up in that rib structure today to move her up to the spot.
First place in our winter yearling heifer, entry 63, owned by Ken Main and Peter Bale, that's Coming Edge J. Teresa. Our second place winner and first place junior goes entry 61, owned by Emily Button, that's Button's Bred and Skittle. And entry 62 was third, and our second place junior, owned by Bill Skeety and Skeety Haven, Deli Color Shop. We're missing entry 66 from Lucas Benito. 66, we need you at the ring. Our fall yearling heifers are in the ring. Please note that entry 72 was moved up from class 49. She kept the same number. She's not in milk. She should have been in class 47. So please move Lori Beck, class, or entry 72 up to class 47. We need the first place and second place junior back at ringside. For spring heifer calves, I need number 10, Alyssa Grocott, and number 14, Andrew Curtis. For winter heifer calves, number 21, Dylan Geesey, number 23, Logan Benito. For fall heifer calves, number 41, Tucker True, number 28, Leanna Alardi. For summer yearling heifers, number 52, Sarah Pulver, number 51, Kayla Gold. For spring yearling heifers, number 55, Merritt Cox, number 56, Sarah Perez, and our winter yearling heifers, number 61, Emily Button, number 62, Dylan Geesey, and of course our first and second place winners from this class. Please bring them to ringside. Here's our judge for this placing.
A nice class of fall yearlings here, different stages of ages and stages of these heifers. But this first heifer coming out, she's ultra clean dairy with a beautiful rump on her. She goes over my heifer in a second, just on that dairiness all the way through. The second heifer, big, powerful kind of a heifer. Just like to clean her up all the way through to get around the first heifer. Second over third, maybe just holding that flowing a little nicer today. The third heifer, a real big, powerful kind of a heifer. Looks like she's due to calf here for a yearling himself. Just need to get that calf out there, get that loin popped back up there to move her up today. Third over fourth, just longer, more open rib heifer than a heifer coming out in fourth. Fourth over fifth, just holds that top nicer than the really balanced heifer coming out in fifth. Nice class of fall yearling.
Get a picture. Nope, I'm sorry. It's coming through. Thank you.
In class 47, our fall yearling heifers, first place goes to entry 72. She was moved up from class 49, owned by Lori Beck, says Cutting Edge Thunder Bay. Our second place winner goes to entry 68, owned by Scott Partridge, says Thorndale No Man Goldilocks. And third place went to entry 67, owned by Ken Main and Peter Bale. In the ring at this time, we have our first and second place winners from the junior division of the show. They will have selection of their junior champion and their reserve junior champion. We will follow this with the selection in the open class. In class 47, your placing, entry 65 was fifth, 66 was fourth, 67 was third, 68 was our second place winner, owned by Scott Partridge, and number 72 that came up from class 49. She was first, owned by Lori Beck, that's coming in from the Bay.
This never seen a cow. That really was a cow? That's too real. And I threw him out in the heat. That's you, buddy. Looks just like that. Got to follow that person. She's going to go where the thing
while our judges making selection of junior champion and reserve junior champion for the junior portion of the show, could I have the first and second place open class winners come to the ring? Spring heifer calf, we need number 9, Michael Barton, number 10, Alyssa Brokaw. Our winter heifer calf, number 16, Abby Coleman, number 25, Jesse Hargrave. Our fall heifer calf, number 41, Tucker Drew, number 40, Maine Vale. Summer yearling heifers, number 48, Abby Coleman, number 52, Sarah Colbert. Spring yearling heifers, number 57, Maine Vale, number 58, One True Hill. Winter yearling heifers, number 63, Maine Vale, number 61, Emily Button. And our fall yearling heifers, number 72, Scott Partridge, and number 67, Maine Vale. Please bring them to the ring at this time.
Let's give all these Brown Swift youth here in New York a big round of applause. We got really good heifers out here, heifers that stood right up there with the adults today in the open show. And I pulled 3 heifers out here, taking nothing away from these others over that are down here to my left. But these 3 heifers, they're my kind of heifers. Heifers, prize march calf, heifer that's just going to keep getting better as we get into these fall shows, I think. And our first prize fall calf there, one a really tough class. Beautiful kind of a heifer. You love that openness to rib. Still shows you that dairy strength and that big wide rump that heifer has. And then that summer yearling down there. Just another lovely kind of heifer. Maybe not the biggest heifer, but my kind, balanced, square cut with dairy rib on my dog. Junior champion, your reserve, your out of fence off the back of the region. Well, for me today, this senior calf's on the money. She's railed right down, taking nothing away from that March calf, a lovely kind of a calf. I just think the fall calf is a little more ready today for me. And that summer yearling there, she'll be your honorable mention, another beautiful kind of an heifer. Just maybe not quite big enough to get around these 2 heifers here, but really nice heifer show for your youth show. Congratulations.
Our junior champion goes to Tucker True, entry number 41. That is Cutting Edge Sweetie Whoopie, owned by Tucker True. And our junior champion goes to entry 9, owned by Michael Barton. Cutting Edge J.P. Lil Death. Terry. We now have first and second from the open show. Please bring them into the ring. We will follow this with our none-free females.
Right, yeah. I want a
In our junior portion of the show, we do have a best bred known under 2 and 1 over 2. Michael Barton with entry number 9, who was our reserve junior champion, had the best bred known for under 2. That's cutting edge JC Lil Zed, entry number 9. If you look at the first page of your show program, we do have awards that are given out. I will try to announce those as we go. These are for the open class show. The New York State Brown Swiss Association does sponsor an award for both the junior and the reserve junior champions, which will be presented when the winners are announced.
Is 2:45.
Well, let's give them all another big round of applause for a great heifer show this afternoon here. I pulled 4 heifers out here. These are my kind of heifers. They're clean dairy, like I said in the junior show there. I like open ribbed heifers, hard top, and better be able to walk on a good set of feet and legs. I'm going to go out and pick your junior champion, your reserve, your honorable mention, and I'll come back and get my reason. This ball calf puts it all together for me today. And for me, she's the most open rib heifer in the show and the most correct rump structure out of the whole heifer show. That she's your junior champion. I follow with the summer yearling. She's more that pattern for me, taking nothing away from that fall yearling. I just like to see more little drops of that rear rib today to get her around these two younger heifers. Congratulations on a really nice heifer show.
Our junior champion goes entry 41, owned by Tucker True. That is Cutting Edge DC Whoopi. Our reserve junior champion, owned by Abby Coleman, number 48, A Joy, Bred, Crown Royal. And our honorable mention goes to entry 72, owned by Lori Beth, Cutting Edge Sunday Bay. Class 48, junior best 3 females are in the ring. Please note that 69 was scratched. 69 was scratched, so we just have the 2 herds. We need to have your junior 2-year-old cows at ringside. Junior 2-year-old cows, please bring them to the ring if they are not already here. With entry 72 being scratched from class 49, we do not have any entries for the fall yearling heifer and milk, so we will be going directly to the junior 2-year-old.
Well, these are really nice groups out here for your junior best 3. First group here coming out, quite a handy winner for me, the junior champion, and honorable mention there, and then also the first prize mark. Yeah, they go over my group in second, just on that area, it's all the way through, taking nothing away from that second group. Just like to clean them up through that head and neck to get around the first group today. Congratulations.
Our best 3 females. First place goes to entry 70. Peter Vale and Ken May. And our second place goes to entry 71. Scott Donald Partridge.